Hello friends and welcome to Let's Play Cinders. I'm your host, Magic Man Mo. Welcome to my stream, everybody. I've been playing around with my arm some more. It's in a slightly better spot. You'll see when we get to the game stream. It's still above my face a little bit, but I can move it around. I've moved my desk a little bit, so it can move around a little bit. It's not quite in front of me like it was yesterday. A little bit. It is completely covering the stream boss, though. I totally see. I still need to rearrange everything to fix that. I can do this though. I can do that. Hang on. Wow. Wait. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Hey, actually, it kind of looks like the mic goes into it now. That's not too bad. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hello, welcome to my stream. Welcome to the stream, Luis, Aiden Stonehouse, Angela, Jasmine, Aparicio Valdez, Racing Fan, Ashton Gobin. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's not a new microphone. Same microphone. New arm. It's a new play. This is the same microphone. You guys could just never see it before because it was below the screen. Now it's up there, but that means I have a lot more arm room. I'm actually pretty excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I don't know how everyone else feels about it. I get the feeling that a lot of people don't like it on screen, and I haven't figured out a good place to put it that doesn't have it show up on screen yet. I haven't figured out a good place or positioning for it just yet to figure that one out. That's where I like to have it right there, right now. And I might move it around some more, but it's not a new microphone. It is actually the same microphone. It's just on a new arm, which is pretty exciting to me because now I can move it around and it's not in front of me and it's not in the way, and I like it quite a bit. Welcome to the stream. Hey, welcome. Speaking of microphones, I'm not mute, am I? Perfect. I didn't think so, but it never hurts to check because I've definitely done that before. It got to minus 50 C in Canada. Minus 50? C? Where in Canada, though? Like at the friggin' North Pole? Hang on, what is minus 50 in Fahrenheit? Hey, Google. What's minus 50 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? It's about the same, minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit. That's insane. I knew that once, when you're talking about Celsius, once you start getting like closer to zero and into the negatives, Fahrenheit and Celsius get really close to being basically the same number for a while before when you get really extremely cold, then it starts taking off again. Because when you try to go higher in temperatures, like 0 degrees Celsius is like 32 Fahrenheit, right? So like a good day, right? Like a good day at like a 60, 70, 80 degree Fahrenheit weather day is like 20 degrees Celsius. Like, so it gets like way off of each other, but once you start going into the extreme negatives like that, they get kind of close. Hey, welcome to the stream, Erica. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is the pre-show. The show before the show. I haven't renamed it to pre-game. I don't know why we didn't. We talked about this yesterday. We talked about this on stream yesterday, and I didn't rename it. I could, and I can, and maybe I will. Let's do it. Pre-game. There you go. Hey, look at that. And when we get to the post game, I'll call it the post game. Maybe that'll help people be a little less confused when they show. I don't know why, but every now and again it seems like people are confused about whether or not we're starting the game or it's over. It's like, no, this is the pre-game. It's not over. We haven't begun yet. Every now and again someone gets confused, so I don't know. Byron Lee, hey, welcome to the stream. What's up? We're about to play some Cinders is the name of the game. I've never played it before. I'll tell you guys about it. This game, if my page loads, this game is tagged. It's a visual novel, apparently, with some choices, so this will be fun. We'll do some voices. It's a visual novel where choices matter. It has the romance tag. I'm trying to look at all of its tags. Where's its tags at? It's tagged under visual novel, female protagonist, choices matter, story rich, choose your own adventure, multiple endings, romance, dating sim, atmospheric, fantasy, 2D, single player, indie, adventure, a bunch of tags, bunch of good stuff. I've never played it before. I thought it looked interesting. The game came out in 2012. And the description reads, a mature take on Cinderella that's all about player choices and breaking the classic fairy tale in any way you like. So I don't know what that means. I figured we'll play it and see if we like it and see what you guys think about it. Rest in peace, pre-show. Long live the pre-game. Is this the post-game? No. How dare, don't you troll me. Don't you do this. Always in our hearts, always. Never. I'll forget you. I'll drop it like that. I was never attached. But we won't pre-game for too long before we jump right into it. In fact, I need to actually load up the game. I haven't loaded it up before. I need to load it up real quick. You'll probably hear a bit of it. Ooh. Music. Yeah. I'll turn the music off for a second. It loads right up. Perfect. Perfecto. I'll have to, when we switch over to the game, I'll have to adjust my screen a little. Why is the format like that? Give me 1920 by 1080p, please. No? No? Not acceptable? Okay, weird. All right. 1280 by 720. That should do it. That should be fine. I think. Yeah. I think that'll be fine. Perfect. I've got it loaded up and ready to go. Have I heard of Ratifact? No, I haven't. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what language that is, and quite frankly, I'm scared to say it. Pre-show, pre-game, same difference. Personally, either one works. Yeah, they both mean the same thing, but it just seems like sometimes people, I don't know, maybe it's the pre and the post that confuses people. Every now and again, people come in and they're confused. Like, usually in the post show. I'll be in the post show, and sometimes people will swing by, and they ask like, oh, when are we starting? It's like, we're in the post show. It's over. So sometimes people come in confused. It's kind of rare, but I don't know what to do to make it more clear. In a few months, we'll say, do you remember the pre and post show? Are you this old? Like this post if you're old enough to remember pre-show. You should be scared to see him yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not scared of anyone or anything. So, I don't know what that is. Is it some sort of creepypasta? Is it some kind of SCP? Is it just a guy? Or a girl? I don't know. You ask me if I've heard about it, about this thing, and then I say no, and then you don't tell me what it is. So I'm just gonna assume that it means nothing to me, and I will not be scared. Is it some new horror game? Some new monster? Should I Google it? Are you gonna make me work? How dare you make me work? What is this? You're gonna make me work. What the frick did you say? Carfax. I'm just gonna plancha or some plant. Oh, God, I don't know what you said. I'm just gonna type in some letters. Google will figure it out. Ratifact Plachta. Made up characters wiki. It's a made up character. It's not real. Literally, the first thing that came up was made up characters wiki. I'm a fan. Is a god who has been semi-secretly been living in Czechoslovakia. I'm not scared. Slovakia is not a real place. I'm not scared of Slovakia. Slovakia is not real. Don't worry, everybody. Slovakia is not real. It's a fake place. Look him up on YouTube. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to take a hard pass. Look behind me. There's nothing behind me. It's all green screen. See? There's nothing there. It's all nothing. I have an infinite void of nothing behind you. I am the only god in this room. I don't need no semi-gods. Please. No, beg harder. No, just look at thumbnail. I'm so full of crap. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. That's too good. Thumbnail. You're gonna make me work. What the frick is wrong with you people? You people! It's literally just Ratfiki. What the frick was it called? Ratfiki Panchlada. Oh God, I'll just see what YouTube comes up with. Oh God, I didn't. No, it came up with something else. I came up with a Rafikin. What the frick was this name? This isn't even English. Rat face. What the frick was this name? Rat. God darn it. Rataf. Why do I keep hitting X instead of C? Ratifac. Platche. Such a stupid name. Is it the one with the weird, like, doll thing that looks creepy? Explaining Ratifac Platchta. I don't think I wanted to explain it. It looks dumb. It looks... I'm like shooting down your thing. I'm literally just trying to like shoot down this. If I scroll down, there's a, oh my God. Actually, hold up. Hang on, I need to pull this up on screen probably. Hang on, hold up. I promise it ain't anything you will get scarred for life for. Oh, you can't scar me for life. It's impossible, you can't do it. Hang on, screen, hold up. That's a weird size, hang on. Reset. This thing right here. Oh God, how do I, hang on. Oh, frick. Hang on. How do I, my life is, why is my life this difficult? Hang on. What do I need? Control plus. Can I zoom in? Enhance. There we go. Look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. This thing. Look at this. He's on a kid's TV show. He's on some kind of kids' TV show. What is this? What is this monster? Look at these children, they're terrified. I don't know what it is. There's some old dudes here that I think invented it. Look at the thumbnail, like these old dudes that are like being scared or whatever. The frick is this thing? It's a nightmare. Anyway, I'm out of here. Whoever invented that, that's a hard no from me. Right? That's a hard no from me. That's a hard pass. It's like someone tried to come up with a Muppet and went horribly wrong. I play some weird games. What games are weird? What games are weird? What are you talking about? I haven't even played a game yet today. I mean, I will. I'll be playing Cinders. But we don't even know if it's weird yet. I haven't played it. Man. I feel like I'm under attack right now. I'm being told to look up weird, cursed, possessed Muppets. And I'm being told that my game choices are weird. Which I should probably get into the game soon, actually. I started the pre-game a little early, so, I mean, a little late, so I should probably do that. The ended communism? I don't think so. Tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev. Communism still exists in the world, though. That's kind of the thing, though, right? There is still communism. Communism is still real. So it can't be ended. You're probably referencing something, though, that I'll never look up. Should we get into game? Mr. Nosy Bonk? Okay, no, we're not going to just keep looking things up. We're not doing this. I'm not looking up Mr. Nosy Bonk. We're going to play some Cinders, everybody. Let's go into the game. Let's do it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hello, friends, and welcome to Let's Play Cinders. I'm your host, Magic Man Mo. And today's game, I am playing because it specifically had the romance tag on Steam, and I happen to own it. I don't know when I got it or how, but it is February, the month of love. And so I've been searching far and wide. Sorry, I had to lower my volume a little bit. Searching far and wide for games that might be vaguely romantic in nature for the sake of February, and I owned this one, so I thought we would check it out. It's an old game now. It's from 2012. This game's like 9 years old. Probably no one's looking this up on YouTube. It's probably stupid of me to be playing this on YouTube right now because no one's gonna care. This game is not gonna make me popular, but we're gonna play it anyway because that's not what this is about. This today is about Cinders, I guess. I don't know. What a weird monologue I just had. Cinders, I still can't believe I've been delaying this for so long. It makes me wonder, if I decided to act earlier, maybe things wouldn't be so broken between us. I wonder, do I need to, if all the text is down here, we'll be okay. I'll have to keep an eye on if I need to move anything. Let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. If I'm too loud or too quiet, let me know. Maybe with just a little effort, this family wouldn't fall apart like this. But I suppose it was easier to complain and do nothing rather than try to change things. Isn't it always? Tonight, it's different. This is the night of change. The night where my plans finally take effect. I can hear my stepsisters talking in soft voices in the hall. I imagine they too won't get any sleep tonight. During the last few days, I've learned so much more about them. But can it erase all the years they tormented and humiliated me? In case I didn't mention this, this is a take on the story of Cinderella. So it's based on Cinderella. If you don't know anything about Cinderella, then I don't know how to help you. But it's based on that. I don't know how it's going to be different. We're going to have to find out together. We care and you'll be famous. Let's do this. Erica believes in me. We got to do it. What should I do? Well, playing Cinders is a bit like reading a book. However, you're often presented with a choice on what to say, think, or do. Your decisions will shape the story ahead. It's like a visual novel, but with choices in it. It's something that we don't typically do on this channel, but I thought it might be fun to do this time. I don't know what to think about it. People deserve a second chance, or should get what they deserve? Oh God, do we want to play chaotic evil or lawful good? Do we want to play chaotic evil, or do we want to play lawful good? It depends. Like, I want to say they deserve a second chance. It kind of depends a little bit on exactly what they did. Like, I think there is a line to be drawn where you can do something so horrible that, like, you don't get a second chance. But, like, we're not presented that option. We're presented two options. To be honest, Magic MMO, sometimes playing games that are not as well known can be a good thing. I hope so. I hope so. Mr. Nosy Bonk says evil. Do we go evil? Should we do it? Ooh, spicier. Should we play chaotic evil or lawful good? I'm gonna vote for chaotic evil. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, well, let's play chaotic evil. They should get what they deserve. We've decided to be spicy and sassy. Here we go. You can't erase the past. There is no forgiveness. You can't push someone into despair and expect compassion in return. We pick our own paths in life. Whatever happens, my stepsisters knew the risks. Oh God, oh, this already sounds intense. Oh, we're gonna end these women. Oh God. Meanwhile, in the hallway. Are these the stepsisters? I assume so. Gloria. I still can't believe she did it. I would never have suspected.
Oh, of course, because everyone is as dim-witted as you are and never does anything out of the ordinary or unexpected.
Oh yes, I'm sure you were able to foresee what would happen. Did you see it in tea leaves or read it in a children's book one afternoon while avoiding work and being useless as usual?
I did entertain the thought that she might try to pull something off, if you must know. But believe what you want, I don't care.
I also suspected she might try to do something. She was so secretive and compliant at times that an explosion seemed inevitable. I just didn't expect she had it in her.
Gloria, please. Sometimes you sound like a cliché villain from a bad romance novel.
Of course. If something isn't twisted, weird, or shocking, then you won't consider it. Not everyone is like you, Sophia.
Fortunately so, just like not everyone tries to be a mirror image of their mother, down to mimicking her manner of speech. But you are not Carmosa, remember? You do not lead, you follow, mindlessly.
Shut up, you. Oh. I don't know who's knocking. I don't know what to voice. Open up! Open up in the name of the prince! It's him. Why did he have to come? And in the middle of the night?
Will the wonders never cease? Just like your ridiculous cliché impersonations.
Oh wait, are we starting the story at the point where they've already gone to like the ball or whatever, and they're looking for like the glass slippers or whatever? At what point in the story are we actually starting? I'm not really sure. Let's be a little bee. Oh, we're doing it. Smell trouble. Cinder, kill him. Kill him. Here we go. There's no time for this now, though I'm sure Mother will deal with you later. I'll go summon her. Gonna do like a satanic summoning circle. Mother's like Satan herself.
You do that.
Oh, open up! I won't repeat myself!
Mother!
Oh god, what voice do I need to go with you? Because you're supposed to sound like Gloria a little bit. Lady Carmosa. Sophia, don't stand like that. Open the door. Let this noisy man in.
Yes, Mother.
Ah, Captain, what brings you here at this time of night? Spare me these false pleasantries. You know why I'm here. Where is she? Very well. Sophia, get Cinders here right away.
Yes, Mother.
Be quick about it, child. Captain, would you fancy some wine while we wait for my lazy stepdaughter? Don't push it. You know this is not a courtesy visit. I'm afraid a lot is going to change here tonight. God, what's happened? What have we done? He's right. Nothing will be the same. Ever again. Nothing. I must admit, I'm afraid of it too. Some independent woman I am.
Cinders, Mother has summoned you. Move. You know she doesn't like to wait.
Fine, fine. I'm moving. Just give me a moment.
Make sure it's quick.
I'll give you something quick.
Cinders, can I ask you something?
Yes, Sophia?
This whole situation. What happened this evening and the guard bashing at our door and all? It's because of you, right? You planned it.
Oh, did I don't even know. Do we tell the truth or do we lie to her? I don't know, because I don't know if we did it or not. I don't know if we did it or not, so I don't know which one to go for. Well, we decided to be chaotic evil. We decided to be chaotic evil. And chaotic people lie. We'll lie. No, of course not. Why is it when anything happens, you always go blaming me?
Oh, please. You and Gloria love to treat me as if I were stupid. But I'm not. Far from it, actually. And I'm definitely not blind. I know you've been planning it since that morning, 7 days ago.
Oh, we're gonna flash back? Ah, 7 days earlier we had started en media res, and now we're back to presumably the beginning. What a beautiful morning. The last few days were all rain and gloom, but here we are, summer in its fullest. The sunflowers are in full bloom, the fire is burning, summer in its fullest. Press escape or right click to open the in-game menu to save or quit the game. Your progress is also auto-saved when you quit. Fantastic. The sun is sure nice. It can get pretty cold in this room of mine. Actually, this is a pretty decent, I mean, it's not like, I don't know, like immaculately, like pristinely palatial or something like that. But look, it's cozy enough, right? I guess it's modest. Although I don't feel so frisky right now. Probably shouldn't have burned the midnight oil over a book. And a silly one, too. Adolescent girl, pretty and numb as a freshly cut flower, shows divine humility and courage while everyone treats her like a doormat. Who writes these things? I think that sounds like literally the story of Cinderella. It's like a girl can't aim for anything better than martyrdom. Funny, though. If it's really that bad, why did I read it in the first place? Maybe something in it echoes a part of my own experience? I don't know. And I'm not going to spend the morning wondering about it. Of course, it isn't as if I'll get to enjoy the day either. Lady Carmosa will certainly make sure that I have to do the worst chores. The old hag could use any of her servants, but no! She always sends me, just to rub in the humiliation. If only Father was still here. On a day like this, he would surely take me into the forest. We always went to the lake, the magical lake as he called it, and left a loaf of bread under the old tree. Gotta pay tribute to the fairies. You never know when you may need their help. Good old man. He used to tell me stories about the little folk, even when I was far too old to believe them anymore. But enough daydreaming. Honestly, I talk to myself way too often these days. It's only a moment before I start considering mice and sparrows my only friends, and we will go frolicking and singing together. That'd be crazy. My future animal companions will have to wait, though. I may get lonely sometimes, but I'm not desperate. Pfft. Time to get up, Cinders. The day has only just started. And you never know what the future may bring. This is our first shot of us, I think, maybe. Ah! Cinders! We're in! Title sequence! Begin! I still have some time before my dear sisters wake up. I could start my cleaning duties to have more time later, or I could try to finish that book I was reading last night. Or I could seize the opportunity to do sweet nothing. Ha! If you missed something important, you can rewind the game using the mouse wheel or the up arrow. You can't rewind past decisions or through other important moments, however. Okay. Decisions are final. We're playing Iron Man mode. It's not like I have time for myself very often. What should I do? I could start cleaning, I could read the book, or I could laze around. Should we be lazy? Oh yeah, no, we don't trust the stepsisters, but I also don't know what we've gotten ourselves into. Should we just laser? Should we read the book? I feel like I want to do something a little bit useful, right? I want to read the book. I don't know if that's gonna help us whatsoever. I think I'm gonna read the book. Let's read the book. Trophy unlocked. I got a Red Rose achievement. Since my father's death, Carmosa and her daughters treat me as their servant. Cinders, do the cleaning. Cinders, go to the town. Cinders, why isn't my dress washed yet? Ugh. Wash it yourself. I'm sure today won't be any different. At least I still have my books to take me away from this. Oh god, I'm gonna choose to read the book, and then my sisters are gonna throw the book into the fire. And then that will be the beginning of the end. Then I will seek my sweet revenge. The one I read last night was pretty aggravating, but not all romances are like that. I have some favorites. My sisters took most of my other things, all the dresses and trinkets, of course. But luckily for me, books hold no value for such practically minded young ladies. I must admit, though, I've read them all to death by now. Carmosa would never spend a penny on something so frivolous, so I'm stuck with what father got me. Mostly fairy tales and legends he gave me when I was a child. I don't really believe in knights in shining armor or fairies anymore, but I would be lying if I said I don't enjoy reading about them. The one I'm reading now, yet again, is about the Lady of the Lake. Sorcery, romance, adventure. I bet that even in 100 years it won't get old. Same thing as what I've read tonight, really, but good writing and characters can make all the difference, so... Which chapter was it? Oh god, I don't know who's talking. Cinders, are you there? I don't know who's talking. Oh, it's Sophia.
Cinders, where are you? Oh, I see you're reading again. Not a big surprise. I'm sorry, but I'll have to drag you out of that little fantasy of yours. Mother wishes to see you immediately.
Did she tell you what she wants?
No, of course not. Why would she? And why would I want to ask in the first place? She looks rather angry, though.
That doesn't sound good. I hope I'm not in some kind of trouble again. You really could have asked her, you know?
I think you mistook me for one of those gentle, well-mannered, noble girls who care about others. Sorry to break it to you, but I don't. If you're in trouble, that means I get a free pass today, so I'm rooting for it with all my heart, sis.
Oh, you're gonna die. I don't know if this is that kind of game. I'm gonna plot all of your murders. We're playing chaotic evil today.
My, aren't you one
Oh, it's me, sorry. My, aren't you one charming human being?
Thank you. Now hurry up and let's go already.
Oh, shut up. I used to play in this hall as a child, but this building isn't much of a home anymore with father gone. Oh, where even are... Wait, is this the same building as the room that we were in with the fire? This looks like a completely different building. Are we in a separate building, or is that just like a weird, like servant quarters or something? This looks nothing like where we just were. I love how Sophia's voice changed like 4 times. Did it? Did it? I'm not a voice actor. I'm not good at it. All right, here we go. Carmosa does her best to keep the residence in its former splendor, and I guess most would be fooled by it. But for me, this place feels like it is fading away. I'm going to assume this is Carmosa. Oh, so you didn't get lost after all. Oh, it's Gloria. What was your voice? I was starting, this is my voice now. I was starting to think that you couldn't find your way. But it seems you were just taking your precious time with no regard for the rest of us. You're as hopelessly irresponsible as that sister of mine. No wonder that mother can't count on anyone other than me in this house. Gloria! Look, I already know who these characters are, game. Don't tell me you got caught up daydreaming about some prince coming to save you. Did I? Not really. No, did you? Well, actually. Don't tell me you got caught up daydreaming about some prince. Should I go with no, did you? Is that more snippy? No, did you? I don't know if that's snippy or not. How do I be catty? I want to be catty. You're the one who should be daydreaming of being rescued from your prison, if you ask me. Watch your tongue. You don't know what you're talking about. Don't I? I haven't seen you smile for quite some time now. It's very thoughtful of you to worry about me, but if I were you, I'd pay more attention to your situation. I don't want your pity. And before you get any more foolish ideas, I think you should know that Mother is calling for you. She says she has a special job for you, no doubt something rudimentary enough. So you were sent here to fetch me then? Mother entrusts me with important tasks. Don't mistake me for being on your level. You wait here. I'll let her know that you finally rolled out of bed. What should I tell her? All right. Are you not tired of this? I'm gonna just keep pestering her. Are you not tired of this? Don't you ever get tired of all of this? Tired? What are you babbling about? You try so hard to be like Carmosa. You dress like her, you speak like her, and yet she still treats you as little more than a servant. Yeah, now what? I'm making no friends. We are making no friends today. I can't believe it. Did I really just get her to shut up? I was expecting an insult at the very least. The room feels empty again. Even Gloria's presence is better than nothing. Truthfully, I feel bad for her. I may be the servant around here, but her situation isn't that different from mine. Both Gloria and Sophia spend every waking moment doing Carmosa's bidding. Just because it's not scrubbing floors doesn't mean they're not servants too. So, you're finally up, you lazy girl. Can't anyone in this house just do what is asked of them? I swear, you feeble-minded girls are going to be the death of me. Lady Carmosa! Bah, you've wasted too much of my time already. I have a job for you. Go into town and find the merchant Tobias. I need you to pay him for a certain service. I'm giving you 200 sovereigns exactly. Don't you dare lose them. I must be a fool to entrust you with this much money, but unfortunately, I've got no one else to send. I have better plans for those two useless daughters of mine. Now hurry up, child. Time is of the essence. Carmosa has been speaking to me this whole time, alternating between insults and orders. Do I really have to silently accept this? No, we absolutely are not going to silently accept this. What if I refuse, or what service? I want to know what service, honestly. She's not going to tell us. She's not going to tell us. But maybe we can fluster her a little bit. Let's spend all the money. Oh, I think we might. What service are we talking about? What exactly is this service you're paying for? Mind your own business, child. There's no need for you to know. Why can't any of you girls just obey me without asking such vacant questions? Now hurry up and go. Carmosa's even more angry than usual today. I wonder what set her off. I've never seen her this defensive. She must be hiding something. I suppose it could be worse. A trip to town isn't such a terrible thing. It's a beautiful day and a great excuse to get away from the house. I won't even get in trouble for leaving as quickly as I can. Besides, Tobias has always been nice to me, so I'll enjoy seeing him again. This could be a rather pleasant trip. Ooh, so we've got our residence. I can't get to town or palace or cemetery. I gotta go through the forest. All right, let's go to the forest. I suppose I should be grateful. Even though Carmosa practically kicked me out of the house, it's better than staying there. When her mouth moves, I'm a little concerned. It really is beautiful here, and it's a much-needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away, too. I really miss our trips to the lake. It would be nice to visit it again, if only for the sake of memories. I wonder if I have enough time. Carmosa did tell me to hurry after all. Oh, we're going to the lake. Carmosa will yell at me when I get back, no matter what I do. It's impossible to please that woman. Well, then I suppose a trip to the lake wouldn't make a difference one way or the other. It's been so long since my last visit, and I do miss it. I'll go. You're darn right we will. Probably get eaten by a wolf or something. I'm glad I chose to come. This place is just as beautiful as it was when Father used to take me here. Oh, look at this artwork. As a child, I knew that this place was magical, but I've outgrown fairy tales now. Still, there's something to this place. It feels enchanted. Maybe it's because it hasn't changed a bit since I was a little brat. I remember that Father would always leave a gift for the fairies every time we visited. Maybe I should do the same. Should I leave a gift? Sure, why not? I'll be chaotic evil, but we'll leave the fairies a little something something. Rishika, welcome to the stream. I wish I had brought something with me, but I don't really own anything that would make a proper gift anyway. Well, it's the intent behind the gift that matters more than the actual gift. As long as I'm honoring the fairies, they'll appreciate it. That's what Father would say. I guess he really was a big child deep inside. I think I'll weave a wreath out of some of these flowers. I'm sure the fairies will appreciate it. It's coming along nicer than I expected. It's been such a long time since I did anything like this. It feels a little nostalgic. It's funny how when we grow up, we start rejecting things we consider childish, only to return to them later with great joy. I think I'll leave this wreath under that old oak. That's where Father always left our gifts when we came. I've spent too long here already. I need to get to town. Yeah, we could spend all day there. All right, let's get to town. What if I went back to our residence instead and it was just like, oh yeah, I couldn't find Tobias. Oh, whoa, what a crazy story. Finally, at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias's shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me what that crowd is for?
Oh, child, haven't you heard? A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hideout there. Jerks kidnapped a child.
Took their hideout there? Oh, okay. Like into the building, you mean?
I'm sure, you know, it's market day today. A lot of folk come into town to trade their wares, but there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean? One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed, stealing from him, like it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came in handy, and made sure these low-lifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. Well, those scum grabbed a child and locked themselves up in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter.
That's horrible.
Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness some lads noticed Perrault, the captain of the Prince's Guard, drinking in the inn.
Thank you for telling me who that is, because I had no idea.
A few men went to fetch him from the tavern. He grabbed that blade of his and went into the house without saying a thing. I wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining, I tell you. It's been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what happened there? Oh, such awful times we live in.
Oh, that truly is sad. Thank you for telling me. I'm going in. I want to go in. Send me in. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight someone. I hope that child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Wait, everyone stop talking. Did something happen? Someone is coming outside. It's the captain guard. He's gonna be looking for us later in the future, in 7 days from now. Is that the captain of the guard? The child is safe now. Someone get rid of the bodies. Oh, Jesus. Perrault. We know his name now. Wow. Did he just take care of an entire gang of bandits on his own? He just disappeared without waiting for any thanks, like he doesn't even care. What a rogue. He's so dashing. What sort of man could do something so heroic and yet remain so emotionless about it? It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Uh-oh, I'm running late now. I'd better go see Tobias right away. Nah, we got time. We got plenty of time. Tobias' store is neat and well organized, as usual. From the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. He's got a little painting back here. It looks like the lake. That's literally like the painting of the lake we were just at. I see you. Oh, he's got another lake painting and something else too. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Oh God, I need another voice.
Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything all right? You seem a bit pale.
Yes, I've decided to give him that voice. That's the one. No, the voice for the townswoman, I'm glad you liked it. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses.
Ye heavens! Did someone call the guards?
Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly with his sword.
As messy as it may seem, that is his job. I'm glad to hear everyone's all right.
Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it.
You always had a gentle heart, Cinders.
Oh, we're gonna change that. Oh, we're gonna play chaotic evil. I'm gonna turn that heart into ice if I can. Have you missed it?
Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been?
Much the same. Carmosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing.
Yeah, it does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want.
Oh, Tobias. You flirt.
We used to spend so much.
Oh God, we were childhood friends. Oh, maybe there's something there.
We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly even catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame.
You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions.
Such a true statement, but I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days.
Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Carmosa. I'm here to pay you for, well, whatever it is she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing.
Oh, that.
That? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Should I ask him about it? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So what exactly did Carmosa ask you to do anyway? It sounds mysterious.
I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Tobias, I swear our friendship is over if you do not tell me. I will destroy you like I will destroy my stepsisters. Why not?
Well, I promised Carmosa that I wouldn't tell anyone. I would like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders.
What should I tell him? Carmosa's not worth it, or I understand? Heaven, hey, welcome to the stream. And Tony Blair, welcome to the stream as well. Oh, Tobias, you don't know us. Now we are mean. I know. He's like, oh, you have such a gentle heart. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna change that, my friend. Oh. I'm going to try to anyway, because that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm gonna just bash Carmosa. Carmosa isn't worth such honorable treatment. She doesn't treat any of us nearly as well.
That may be true, but I gave my word. Carmosa might not be honorable, but I certainly am. Or at least, trying to keep my standards.
Oh, but you can tell me. Remember how close friends we were as children? Why can't you just tell me, for old time's sake?
I gave my word. A promise is a promise, and I intend to keep it. It's about keeping my honor, and it doesn't matter if Kamosa is a good person or not. Now, please, don't ask about it again.
Yeah, he's angry. He's upset. Whatever possible romantic bridges we may have had with Tobias, I think they're burned. But I mean, I kind of knew that from the beginning. We're gonna try to we're trying to play the bad girl here, right? We're gonna set fire to this town, dude. I don't think Tobias is into that. Fine, I understand. Anyway, Carmosa said that I was supposed to give you some money for this job.
That's true, but I'm surprised that she would send you to pay for it.
She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you?
Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say.
Around 200 sovereigns? Did you not agree on a price? Around 200? What do you mean around 200 sovereigns? What do you mean around? So if I give you like 190 or 180, you'd be like, close enough. Do you know what I mean? Just an estimate? Okay, thank you. Cinders is on my side. Cinders is on my side. Okay, thank you. That means Carmosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Carmosa's good graces. Or just get some money for myself. Oh, yeah, we're doing that. We could be seductive. Oh, I might do that. He's not gonna fall for it though, cause he's Mr. like goody two shoes, right? He's gonna be like not wanting to do that. I can let him have the full price. That's an option here. We're not doing that. That is off the table. So we could haggle. He might be down for some haggling. He's Mr. Business. I could appeal to his friendship. That didn't work earlier though, when we were trying to get him to like tell us about Carmosa. So it might not work. Seductive might have worked if we didn't try to nag him about Carmosa. I'm afraid that maybe we've burned our bridges with the seductive by nagging him a little bit. I don't know if we've upset him a little bit, but I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to try it. Or do we haggle? I want to be seductive. I want to see what happens. I'm going to push this. I'm going to push this as far as I can go. Oh, it's 200 sovereigns?
That was the original estimate, yes.
Aw, it's that much, even for me?
I'm not sure what you mean.
This is not gonna work. This isn't gonna work. You and I go so far back, and I've always thought there was something special between us. You know, a spark. I thought that with a relationship as close as ours, you'd treat me differently from Carmosa.
Well, a customer is a customer.
God dang it, we knew it. I knew it. Mr. Business, I should have haggled. That may be true, but I like you more than your other customers do. Don't you feel the same way about me?
Wait, are you trying to charm me, Cinders? Because I think you're really overdoing the whole flutter your eyelashes business.
Oh God, how close of friends were we? We were probably, he probably knows my tricks. He probably knows my shenanigans. This was a terrible, terrible idea. It's not like I've had a lot of a chance to practice, so you better start appreciating my efforts.
I'm just trying to give an honest criticism here, friend to friend. But sure, you are special to me. I don't suppose 175 sovereigns would satisfy you.
Oh, it worked! It actually worked! Oh, thank goodness. That sounds perfect. It's so sweet of you to lower the price for me.
I'm really shocked. You were never like this when we were children. You changed.
You mean...
There's no mistaking you for a child anymore. You've definitely become a woman.
That might be statistically true, but when you say it like that... Oh, well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
It was meant as one. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're really not so different from Carmosa.
Oh, you shut your face right now. I will slit your throat in your sleep! Was that too intense? Was that too violent? I apologize. What? What are you talking about?
You tried to get me to lower the price, even though I'm your friend.
So? That doesn't mean I'm like Carmosa. That woman is cruel and manipulative. Just like I will be when this is all over.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But you only see one side of Carmosa. Her life isn't easy either. She's a single woman working to keep her house from falling apart.
No, I'm working to keep the house from falling apart. Thank you very much.
It's not an easy job, but she's very good at it. That takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. I think you're a better person than she is, but you both have the same spark. You're clever and you know what you want. You'd be a good leader.
I suppose you have a point. I agree with that. I never thought about Carmosa like that before.
People aren't simply good or bad, and those who do bad things usually have a reason for it.
You really are a wise man, Tobias. I've always liked that about you. I'm happy I could see you again.
The pleasure was all mine. I hope that you come again soon.
I'll do my best. Until the next time we meet, then. Smooches.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Oh, what is it?
Please tell Carmosa that I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight.
Sure, I'll let her know.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you have your representatives nowadays.
It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to run errands for you.
Coin you say? Wait, how loaded are you, Tobias? Wait a minute. At the risk of sounding horrible. How rich are you? And I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality.
I used to be magnetic, but it made trading in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped.
Oh, was that a joke? Oh, people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery.
There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it.
Oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias.
Me too, Cinders. Hope I'll see you again soon.
I hope so too. Take care, friend. All right. He's not a complete bore or anything like that. He does have some personality to him. He's got honor, but he's not like a bore, right? He's not boring, right? I like that. He's not super flat. There's a little bit more going on there, and I appreciate that. I really miss the old days when Tobias and I played together. There it is, Pack Wolf Gaming.
Pack Wolf Gaming, member of the channel.
Welcome to the stream. I heard the sound effect go off, but on my screens the chat didn't refresh. So I was like, was that Pack Wolf or was that in the game? And I had no idea. We have the money, right? Yeah, we have 25 sovereigns. Where was I? Oh yeah, there we go. Your every decision matters. Every single one. The branch icon appears when the current events are a consequence of your earlier choices and could be, different on another playthrough. I saw it pop up there. And I even have an extra 25 sovereigns for myself. I could stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. But if I brought it back to Carmosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. What should I do with the extra money? I think we should go to the inn. Let's go to the inn. Let's go get ourselves a drink. This place looks so full of life. Although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. Oh, we're gonna meet some shady fellas. I hear that this inn attracts some of the less honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place that I'm forced to call home. Carmosa and her daughters are all too proud to do anything fun. Well, I'm not gonna be like that. I'll order a huge meal and a beer to go with it. Oh, the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner. I wonder if he'd let me sit with him. We gotta, right? We have to. All right, let's do it. I'm already spending time drinking beer at the tavern. I might as well just take the plunge. Well, he's looking at me at least, but he's not even talking. Hello?
Hello.
Do you mind if I sit here?
There are plenty of free tables in here, but it seems like you've already made up your mind.
Thank you. I just wanted to chat with you if that's okay. Are you really the captain of the Prince's Guard?
I am. The king appointed me to this position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I've served the prince.
And how is the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it?
He's the prince, my ruler and liege. That's all that matters to me.
Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you rescue that kidnapped child this morning. That was really impressive.
It was simply my duty.
I suppose. What should I say to him? Did you really have to kill them? You were brave to fight them. I don't know. It's interesting because he said it was his duty, so I'm guessing he's the type that doesn't actually take pleasure in the fact that he had to do it. But I also don't know that he's torn up about it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is going to come off like, I don't know if he's going to get defensive if I do this one, right? Did you really have to kill them? Because he might go off like, they left me no choice. Or he might just be like, well, who are you to judge me? I'm not sure. But also, if I call him brave, I feel like he's not gonna... Let's go for it. I'm gonna call him brave. We're gonna try... I don't know if this is gonna be like a seductive or if it's gonna be like appreciative. I don't know how it's gonna come off. I don't know how he's gonna receive it. Let's do it. You were so brave to fight all those bandits.
There's nothing impressive about fighting 3 terrified ruffians who can do little more than hide behind a child.
See, this is what I was wondering. I was wondering if this is how he was gonna take it.
And there's certainly no honor in killing them.
That's what I was thinking. But you didn't have a choice. They would have killed that poor child if you hadn't stepped in.
That is true, but that doesn't mean that I should be proud of what I did. There's no glory in killing, and it's a shame that things had to end the way they did.
I think I understand. Even so, I think you did the right thing, and you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. There aren't many men in this world who can handle that sort of responsibility that you take on.
You're an interesting girl. Might I know your name?
Cinders.
An odd choice. Well, my name is Harold.
Oh, Cinders, maybe. I read, my father used to call me that. I'm like, Harold? I'm like, Cinders? Your dad used to call you Harold? I was so confused. My father used to call me that because of my hair. Now it's stuck, though when my sisters address me, it sounds more like an insult.
I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders.
Harold is so unusual. On the surface, he might be considered cold or cruel, but he takes his responsibility very seriously. Being the captain of the Prince's Guard can't be an easy task. Well, I should probably return to my meal before it grows cold. And then I should head back home. It's getting late. We spent some time at the lake. We did some shopping. We got some food and a beer. I guess we should head back. Can I go straight to the residence or can I go to the forest? It is getting late. We'll just head to the residence. Do you think the fairies left me anything in the forest? We'll run to the forest real quick. Sure, let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I'll click on the forest. Maybe I should stop by the forest before I return home to Carmosa and my stepsisters. It might be nice to have a little break after all. All I've been doing is taking breaks. Oh god, something's happening. You guys can't see it because actually sorry, this is in the way. I'll shove it in that corner. That way you can see the little branches up here. I wonder if the gift I left at the lake is still there. It's probably silly to think that fairies took it, but I'm curious. Should I go check? Yeah, go to the lake. I want to see. I want to know. Oh, the wreath of flowers that I wove. It's gone. No doubt it was blown away by the wind or taken by a wild animal. But Father would probably tell me that the fairies accepted it as a gift. I think I prefer to believe Father's version over mine. It's growing late though. I should return home. Fairies took my wreath. All right, let's go back home. I've been gone forever. The journey back to my house was much too short. I am not looking forward to facing Carmosa or my sisters again. At least I got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish it had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back, and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. Cinders, do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Oh. Do we snap back? Talk back to her? Or do we apologize? We're gonna snap back. Let's be, we're gonna be fire. We're cinders. What I do with my own time is not any of your business. Now we are sounding exactly like Carmosa. Now we are sounding exactly like her. I work for you without any form of compensation, so why do you care if it takes a little longer to get tasks done? I did what you told me to, after all. Foolish girl. A person's usefulness is not in merely blindly following orders, but in following them efficiently. You may babble all you like, but the truth is that you are simply a lazy child. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave to you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that is what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolishness to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business, no, anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend. He would not. Enough! I am not interested in your excuses. What a disaster! You're more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But I... Silence! Get out of my sight! Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room and you will stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? I'll do what I want, but yeah, whatever. Yes. Oh, meanwhile... Here we are. Hey, Alex, welcome to the stream. Yeah, never apologize, Cinders. We're not gonna. We're playing chaotic evil all the way. My lord, I've been told you wanted to see me. Oh God, what does Prince Basile sound like? I have been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I feel like I made him sound too old. I don't know, I'm not a good voice actor. I also heard that you handled the situation rather admirably. For that, I commend you.
Thank you, my lord, but the truth is that I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight.
Such is the burden of those in positions of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. You honor
me with your words, my lord.
You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend.
If the king spoke so, I am honored by such confidence.
Truly. What do you think of my father? How was it to serve under him?
The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere.
That is what I have heard from everyone who knew him. Already I fade in comparison.
My prince.
I have not yet been crowned, as father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. No doubt he wished that I find someone capable of ruling by my side. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on. A queen who can support my agenda no matter how hard it's going to be.
I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics.
Nonsense. My father trusts you in more matters than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please, advise me, not as the captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussing such delicate matters. The walls have ears, and I would not wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a safer place for discussion.
Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there is no one to succeed you on the throne.
Is that so? I cannot imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side.
If that is what you wish, my lord.
That is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend.
My prince?
To the forest, you say? I know where I'm going in the morning, if I can get away from Carmosa. Good old Peralt, brave captain of the Royal Guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the Renegade War. Oh god, we're gonna get a backstory. I did say duty. Reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls, not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. Oh, that's more my style, gold and lies. Prince Basile. All right. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become the king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. Oh god, what are his plans? Sounds so evil. Later that night. Finally, I have some time to myself after doing Carmosa's bidding all day. Still, it could have been worse. Carmosa was furious and I got nothing but cold scraps for dinner. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always love going into town. I can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. I should go to bed. Carmosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Hello? Was that someone knocking at my door? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence. I've already forgot Carmosa's voice. I paid for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum.
Right. Pardon, madam. I swear I'll be silent as the tombs are right away. Mum's the word.
Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you?
Oi! You wound my pride, madam. I am more trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional.
Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. No one can escape Carmosa's biting tongue. Now prove there is somewhat value to your words and go before someone sees you. Should I follow? Should I sneak out into the night? I think he's gone. What was that all about? What on earth is Carmosa trying to hide? Maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. He can't have gone far. If I leave now, I'm sure I can catch up with him. No, that's crazy. I can't do that. Oh, yes, we can. I must be crazy, but this might be my only chance. How long have I waited here, waiting for a change? Finally, an opportunity has presented itself. Carmosa clearly has a secret. If I could figure it out, I might have an advantage over her. No one is outside the window. Now is as good a time as ever. Here goes nothing. Well, now what? I tried to keep my distance while following that man, and now I've lost his trail completely. If he's somewhere up ahead, I really have to hurry to catch up with him. But if I accidentally pass him, then I run the risk of running into him when I return home.
Ow! Curse these demonic excuses for plants! The way you scratch at a fellow, you're more like wildcats and shrubs.
That must be him. He's close. I'd better hide.
Gah! Blasted rocks! What are they doing in my path? You'd think they'd clear out of this place, accounting that a fellow can't see a thing in the dark. It's not proper, I tell you.
I like your hat. I like the cut of your jib.
Well, I'm sure this be the place where I'm scheduled to meet that smart merchant.
Oh, God.
Smart or not, shouldn't you be more careful when talking about the man who pays you? Oi, boss! I was just talking to myself, no harm meant, you know? Truly, I suppose I can let this one go, if you've brought the package as discreetly as Lady Carmosa requested. Of course. No ifs about it, boss. It wounds my honor that you doubt my competence for even a moment. No, I'd never doubt you. Now hand it over. Before I do, boss, I have a little something I need to be ask you. And what would that be? You know, I'm an honest man, but my curiosity just took hold of me so hard, I had to have a look inside this package. And lo and behold, my eye spies a mighty fine necklace set with rubies made of gold. It's worth thousands of sovereigns, at least, yeah? I specifically instructed you not to look inside. But the necklace. Yes, it's probably worth quite a lot of money. I don't get it, boss. Why is the noble lady paying us to take this off her hands? Seems all wrong ways around to me. I'm sure she has her reasons, and you're not being paid to poke around and ask needless questions. In fact, if you don't keep your mouth shut, you won't be paid at all. Whoa, boss, no need to get so angry. My mouth is secure as the royal treasury, it is. I doubt the contents are quite as valuable. Still, you've completed your task, so here is your pay. 15 sovereigns. Try not to drink it all at once. Me? Never. You wound me with your accusations, boss. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, we should return to town before someone stumbles upon us.
What on earth is Tobias up to? Never mind that. If I don't do something, they'll leave before I can do anything. Now might be my only chance to confront him, but I probably shouldn't act too impulsively. Confront him? I don't want to confront him. I want to keep this secret between us. Shady character's voice is hilarious. I'm glad. I try so hard. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to confront him. I want to keep this to myself. I want to go back home. We're playing chaotic evil, but we don't want to tip our hand. We don't want to give away what we know. We can next time we're in town, we can always blackmail Tobias. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. I think I've seen enough. I'd better get back before they catch me or someone finds me missing. I'll talk to Tobias about this later after I've had some time to think about it. It's best to speak with him alone anyway. Yeah, we would have been 2-on-1. If something super shady was going on, I didn't want the shady stranger to do something crazy. In the morning.
Oi, what a night. Maybe boss was right when he said not to drink away my pay and wouldn't go. Still, I can't say it wasn't worth it for how great last night was. Oh, wait. What exactly happened last night? How'd I even end up here?
I'm thinking, I saw my lord, and I just thought of the guy from Shrek. What was it? What does he say? It's like, the deer went this way, my lord. I don't remember what he says in Shrek, but I just imagine that voice in my head. But I think this is probably Peril.
The deer went this way, my lord.
I'm guessing it's Peril.
Oi, someone's coming. Better lay low for a mite.
Yeah, it's Peril.
Hurry, before it gets away.
Forget the deer, Captain. There are more important matters at hand.
If this is about what you asked yesterday, my lord, I know little of politics or the affairs of the court.
That's exactly why I need you. You're straightforward and honest, and you see things I can't. Behind all those smiles, everyone in the court lies to me. No, you're the only man I can trust.
I will serve you to the best of my ability. What is it that you wish to discuss?
It's about my father's last wish. I must have a wife before I ascend the throne. How am I to choose one?
There is a ball in a few days. Isn't that your chance to find an eligible young lady?
In theory, but that's the problem. How will I be able to tell? The monarchy is weak without a king, and the nobles around me are plotting to advance themselves. They groom their daughters like prized spaniels in the hopes that I'll be taken in by a pretty face. I need a wife who is strong and smart, someone who can rule the kingdom wisely, not feed me her father's poisonous words. But I doubt that I'll ever find such a woman.
Don't give up on every maid in the kingdom, my lord. Even yesterday.
Oh my god, is he gonna mention us? This is how we get into royalty, boys and girls, ladies, gentlemen.
Even yesterday, I met a young woman who had a quick wit and a fire in her eyes. She did not seem like a woman of nobility, though.
A shame that is, for I would gladly have gone to see any woman that you hold in such regard.
And yet, you must choose a wife from among the nobility, regardless.
That is going to be a thorn in my side.
It is, after all, tradition.
As if tradition mattered to that brood of vipers. They plot to control the throne before it is even in my grasp. If I marry to please a powerful house, I risk having a fool for a wife. But what other choice do I have?
If we respected the traditions to the fullest, you'd be able to choose any woman at the ball, even someone you didn't know. How convenient that this rule is often forgotten.
Someone I didn't know. Captain, you're brilliant. It's perfect.
I'm not sure I follow your thinking, my lord.
A masquerade ball. I'll be able to choose from the women without discriminating over looks or political ties. They've been pushing me to follow tradition for so long, they can't complain if I remember the old rules. Captain, you truly are a remarkable man. I see now why Father trusted you so much.
Of course, my lord. Well, it's always an honor to be of service.
Thank you so much, my friend. You are a rare breed indeed, still faithful to your ideals.
Ideals or not, our prey has long since escaped us. And if we linger any longer, people might grow suspicious.
Suspicious of what, Harold? Suspicious of what? What are people gonna be suspicious of? What are you suggesting? I know what I'm thinking. You're right, my friend. Let us return to the castle with all haste. Now that I have a solution in mind, I can return with a light heart. I forgot about the shady character already.
Well, that's a bit of a juicy gossip you don't hear every day. A masquerade ball, huh? I know a certain lady who would pay handsomely for this information, that she would. The day may have started lousy after all last night's drinking, but it's turned out to be quite a good one after all. All thanks to a few extra rounds at the pub. You can't go wrong with that.
What time is it? The sun is already so high in the sky. I must have slept in. Considering how long I spent outside last night, that's hardly a surprise. I wonder if we would have gone to bed early, if we could have gone to the forest in the morning and maybe run into the prince in peril. I wonder if there was a chance we would have been in the forest in the morning. That would have been awesome. I think I may have missed that. That's the one. 3, pick number 3, my lord. You knew the voice. I held up 2. You knew exactly what I was doing. Oh, that's perfect. I'll be right back, everybody. Give me a sec. I return. Where's my earbuds? There they are. Gotta be able to hear. Memes aside, I love Shrek. The first movie holds up so well. It does. Visually, no. It is so dated visually, but it's such a good movie. I don't remember the last time I've seen Shrek. It's been within the last few years I have seen Shrek. Alright, this cup is gonna go over there, and I wanna hope that I don't forget about it so that I wash it later. I like to have as many beverage choices in front of me as possible. Alright. Considering how long I spent outside last night, that's hardly a surprise. I'm still not sure what to think about what happened. I want to trust Tobias, but, well, at least it's something different from the usual. It's strange how my life has been so boring all this time, then suddenly all these things are happening to me. But even stranger than that, I wonder why no one has come to wake me up yet. It must be at least noon, if not later. Surely Carmosa hasn't decided to be gracious and grant me a holiday. Oh! I want none of your pitiful excuses. Uh-oh. Carmosa's definitely not in a gracious mood. I should get going and see what's going on before she catches me like this. Everyone is here. You're an even bigger disappointment than usual. Looks like Carmosa's mad at Gloria today. I wonder why. Hey, Sophia.
Cinders, not so loud. I don't want to get in trouble or miss any of this.
But what's going on?
Business as usual. Mother's in a bad mood and Gloria has the nearest thing she could yell at.
I'm not interested in your excuses. It's your duty to make sure there's enough wood for the fireplace. But if the servant is allegedly ill, then find someone else. Do it yourself if you have to. If the servant is allegedly ill? Who's the servant? Gloria? Or did Gloria cover for me? Wait, did Gloria cover for me? Because usually I'm the servant. And I slept in all morning. Did Gloria cover for me? Did Gloria cover? If Gloria covered for me, we're about to make an ally. I'm sorry, Mother. I understand. If you truly understood, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. But I am wasting my breath. I can only hope that you've learned your lesson and this won't happen again. It seems I can't trust you girls with even the smallest tasks. I wish that one of you would finally take charge of things. Yes, Mother. Well, don't just say yes. Prove your worth by taking action. Make sure dinner is ready in 2 hours. I expect the wood to be chopped by then as well. Don't worry, Mother. I will. Cinders, Sophia, why were you two wasting your time eavesdropping instead of being useful?
See? It's not a waste to watch the mighty all-knowing Gloria get scolded by Mom. Oh, what's this? You usually have such a sharp reply, but now you can't think of anything to say? Whatever happened to the perfect, glorious, outspoken Gloria? One scolding from Mom is all it takes to shut you up?
I don't have time to deal with your childish jealousy right now, but watch your tongue. It will certainly get you into trouble someday. Anyway, you two heard Mother. Dinner must be ready in 2 hours, so get started.
What? Why do we have to get dinner ready?
Because I'll be busy taking care of Mother's other needs, like getting the wood chopped. If you'd rather not, I can always tell Mother you refuse to obey her orders.
Fine, I'll do it. Just pray that your food isn't poisoned.
As if you'd have the guts to do such a thing, little sister. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other duties to attend to.
Well, it looks like I'm stuck working with you, Cinders.
What should I say to Sophia? Why were you so cruel to Gloria? You sure told her. I don't really need to make allies with Sophia. You love the music? Oh, good. I'm glad you guys can hear it. I wasn't sure how the volume was. You think it looks pretty good for 2001? Yeah, it looks pretty good for 2001. It doesn't hold up to 2020. Like, if that movie came out now, it would be like, oof. Ooh, that's what I mean. I don't want to... I'm gonna back up Gloria because she said something about the servant being allegedly ill, and that was weird. And I'm wondering if Gloria covered us. So I'm gonna cover Gloria. Why were you so cruel to Gloria?
Why? Don't you hate her too?
Well, maybe, but you're her sister. Aren't you supposed to support each other?
Oh, if only Gloria believed that. No, there's certainly no support here, and it's mostly her fault. She always acts so smug and self-righteous, but there's no trace of her own will or personality in there. She's just trying to copy Mom, even though it's impossible. And of course she takes out all her frustration on me. She probably thinks Mom will recognize her more if she keeps degrading me. I have no reason to be kind to her.
I understand, but don't you wish that would all change? Living under Caramosa is hard enough already. Wouldn't it be better to band together instead of fight each other?
Maybe, but why does it matter? Why am I even discussing this with you? I must be getting desperate. Of course, I want to be on better terms with Gloria, but she drew the line a long time ago. I may not be as clever or as beautiful as Mom or Gloria, but I'm not naive. People don't just change. They'll remain cruel as long as it benefits them.
That's such a sad outlook on life. It must have been really hard for you growing up. It's a sad outlook, but like also that's literally what we also said at the beginning of the game. So I can't judge.
Oh, please, I don't need pity, especially not from you. Life is horrid and no amount of sweet words will change that. Now let's go get dinner ready before we get in trouble.
It'll be nice having someone helping me with dinner for once.
Hurry up and take out all the ingredients we're going to need.
Why me?
Isn't it obvious? I hardly step foot in the place, so naturally I don't know where anything is.
Naturally. That doesn't mean you can't help with the preparation, though.
I don't usually have a choice in the matter, do I? There's no way you can prepare dinner in 2 hours alone. I'll be in just as much trouble as you if it's not done. Mother isn't forgiving towards anyone.
I figured that much out myself. Now, here are all the ingredients.
Yuck! The stench is unbelievable. Are they rotting or something?
No, this is just how vegetables smell. They do grow in the soil, you know.
Sure, but I can't believe you actually live with this odor. I bet sometimes you must feel like a rather large carrot yourself. Or a beetroot, maybe.
That's very funny, Sophia. Besides, it wasn't exactly my own choice to move in here. I used to have a proper bedroom before Gloria took it.
Of course. How could I forget? Still, you should be grateful. They say that harsh conditions help to build character. You're bound to become a diamond here, while poor Gloria softens with every passing hour.
Can't you give me a break for once? If that's how it's going to look, I prefer to risk Carmosa's anger and prepare the dinner alone.
Oh, fine. Don't be so uptight, sis. One Gloria in this house is one too many. So, what was it like before we moved in with you anyway?
What do you mean? How long have you guys lived here? Is this the first time you're asking this? Yachty, hey, welcome to the stream. I got a shout out from Inca Games on Facebook. I saw that they posted on the Mazniak page. I haven't looked at the Inca Games page. It was very nice of them. How should I respond? Tell her? Why do you care? I'm tempted to be a little hostile. But I'm thinking if I just tell her how it was, because I'm sure it was awesome, because it sounds like our dad was awesome, then she might be jealous. And that actually might be better. That might be better for all of us. Do you really want to know?
Of course. We've got to talk about something, or else it'll be awfully dull in here.
You can't just admit that you're actually interested in my life.
Well, if you must know, the moment we started talking, I decided it's better to imagine you're a character from some bad romance novel. It's much less personal like that.
You're such a darling sometimes.
I know, right? I may not be the worst or best in the family, but you can't accuse me of lacking creativity. But let's get back to that book you're in.
Well, life was different when Father was still alive. More carefree. Although I suppose that's how childhood is. Father had a way with kids. I think he was rather a big child himself, always dreaming. I loved it back then.
I see. And how do you feel about it now?
Not my life now, but my childhood. It was great. It was too dreamy. It was suffocating. I'm gonna say it was great. Again, I want her to be jealous. I want her to be jealous. It was fantastic. I loved it all so much. Everything was so magical. He tried very hard to keep the worries of life away from me. It was like living in a fairy tale.
Demons! I used to wonder what having a proper father would be like, but I think I'm all cured now. It sounds like keeping in touch with reality wasn't exactly his forte.
That may be, but I was just a kid with a happy childhood. There are some dreams you just don't want to wake up from.
What about your mother? Do you remember her?
Unfortunately, she passed away giving birth to me. I still feel guilty about it, even though I know it doesn't make any sense. Father told me a lot about her, but I don't really know if that's how she was or just an idealized image. Either way, I know that her death had a huge impact on him. I think he was very lonely. Perhaps that's why he preferred to get lost in his dreams rather than face real life.
I'm sure it got even worse after we came into your life, huh?
Ew, this onion is making my eyes wet.
Yeah, they do be like that. Give that to me, I'll chop it. If you rinse the knife first, it shouldn't sting that much. As for you, I'd say my life was definitely different after you came in.
Oh, just be honest. I know your life has been miserable ever since your father married our lovely mother. Trust me, it's not like Gloria and I wanted this either, and yet here we are, one big happy family.
You can be awfully cynical sometimes.
Oh, you noticed.
Fine then. Yes, my life got worse when you showed up. I'm a servant, no, a slave in my own house. Not like you'd understand.
Yes, what could I possibly know about it?
Stupid onion. She's actually sad. It sounds to me like it's your turn to talk about your life.
Well, there's not much to say.
That can't be true. It's obvious that a lot happened to you and Gloria. You wouldn't be like this otherwise. Besides, you said you wanted a conversation, so tell me about yourself.
Fine, but don't say I didn't warn you. When we were children, we lived out in the countryside. Our house wasn't as nice as this one, though. Our father was a military man. He got himself killed in some war, and that left Mother a widow.
Oh, the Renegade War, maybe, that the prince was talking about earlier. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I hardly even saw the man. When he was around, he was like a complete stranger, not a proper father at all. His death meant nothing to us.
Ooh, yikes. What about Carmosa? It must have affected her. Maybe that's why she's the way she is now.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Mom didn't care about him any more than we did.
Then why did she marry him?
Well, why does anyone get married?
The money. For love, for political gains, for many reasons. So we're playing Chaotic Evil. Yes, the Onion, right? We're playing Chaotic Evil a little bit. I feel like the Goody Two-Shoes Lawful Good would be like, for love, of course, and she'd be like, oh, you idiot. I could say for political gains. That's a little cold-hearted. I could just say for many reasons. I could say for many reasons. I'd be a little mysterious. Let's go for that one. There are a lot of reasons for people to get married. I don't think I can give one solid answer. Some do it to attain higher status or more riches. It's also a way to ensure you aren't alone when you're old. And sometimes love, or at least mutual respect, plays a role too.
You're right. For instance, an ugly girl like me.
Are you supposed to be ugly? Because, well, maybe she's just, because she mentioned that she's not as pretty as Gloria. So I'm guessing Gloria's like the firstborn, right? I'm guessing Sophia's like the secondborn, and I'm guessing Sophia feels like that she's been living in Gloria's shadow this whole time, because she's very like. Every now and again, she's kind of self-deprecating. You know, there's something going on there. Anyway.
You're right. For instance, an ugly girl like me would only attract men looking for status. They would try to climb the social ladder using my back for rungs. It was the opposite with Mother. She used her looks to attract a man of higher social standing. If you had a penchant for melodrama, you could say she climbed his dead body to be where she is now. Carmosa comes from a poor family. They had a title of nobility, but they lost most of their riches and splendor. The only way for her to advance up the social ladder was to marry, and she was ambitious. She married an officer who was relatively rich and had a lot of accolades. She probably planned ahead, even there. For all I know, she chose a man who would probably die in battle so that she could marry even higher later.
How can you say that? That's such a cruel assumption. It's what I was thinking. It's what I was thinking, I'll be honest with you.
Cruel? It's not like she killed him.
Or maybe she did, but I'm just saying.
He would have died anyway. She just wanted something more out of life.
It's still a cold thing to do.
Cold? Sure, it's cold. It's business. I don't see what's wrong with it. Mother's not dumb. She did what she had to. There's not much room in this world for women with ambitions, so you take what you can get.
Like, I kind of want to like Sophie. I wanted to hate Sophie and Gloria at the beginning of this. I kind of want to like them now. They're victims of circumstance. You know what I mean? So back then, was your life as bad as it is now?
Worse.
What? How so?
Well, you weren't around.
Sophia, did you just compliment me? Do you want to rephrase? Your life was worse before because you didn't have me? Ah! At the beginning of the stream, I was plotting all of your murders.
Listen, if you're not around, who do you think becomes the victim? Mother's always needed a scapegoat, and Gloria would do anything to please that woman.
She's gonna make it sound like I'm a scapegoat, but I'm thinking that there's more to it than that.
I'm not as pretty, smart, or ambitious as them, so naturally she humiliated me, and Mom didn't approve.
And now that I'm here, they no longer target you. Is that it?
That's exactly it. Mom and Gloria have a new scapegoat, and my life is finally a little better.
All right, sure. Oh, I see. So now that you're no longer tormented, you choose to torment me instead.
Of course. Nothing personal, but it's either me or you, and I certainly won't be a victim again.
Okay, no, maybe I take it back. Maybe she is a piece of work.
Besides, you should be grateful. Didn't your father shield you from the real world too much? Well, now that you get to see exactly what it's like, that's the way of all things. You're either the hunter or the prey.
Okay, I'm gonna engage hunter mode. I almost said prey. I'm gonna engage hunter mode once again. All right, going back to chaotic evil. Never mind. I take it all back.
And as long as Mother and Gloria focus on you, I can go back to being my own worthless self.
Wait, stop trying to make me feel bad for you. You're so cruel. You're not worthless. You're playing with me here. You're playing with me here. Because we can try to win her to our side. We can try to win her to our side, but also, no, chaotic evil. You're so cruel, chaotic evil. So you're just as cruel and calculating as Carmosa. You let someone else suffer for your own personal gain. Yep, we're doing it. Yep, I'm calling you out.
I never claimed I'm any better than her. If anything, I'm worse.
You're a broken, bitter, and evil girl.
Oh, please. So, that's hardly news. Why does it matter one way or another?
I don't understand how you can be so empty. Can't you see that you're responsible for most of your own suffering?
And what would you know about it? Nothing. You lived a perfect fairy tale.
Haha, we got her to be jealous.
If you went through what I did, you'd be the same, empty and broken.
You're wrong, but I'm sure you'll never understand that.
I've had enough of this. I've done enough work. You can handle the rest of the dinner, can't you?
Well,
you don't really have a choice. I'm leaving.
Fine, have it your way.
For a girl who wastes her life away in the kitchen dreaming of better days, you sure can be self-righteous.
And for a girl so cynical and angry with the world, you sure look a lot like a self-made victim.
Then I suppose that entire conversation between us was pointless. Good luck with the dinner.
It was pointless. I was about to say chaotic evil. It's so hard, because normally in video games, I don't play the chaotic evil character, right? Usually I kind of play the way that I kind of see the world myself. You know, I like to be very patient and forgiving. I play the hero. I play the nice guy. That's what I like to play in a lot of games. So it's so hard when I'm given that opportunity to be like, oh, you're not worthless, because that's what I would normally say, right? In games, that's what I would normally say. But no, I'm trying to remember that I'm trying to play this game as manipulative, lying, cold, and I'm trying to play it chaotic evil. I'm trying, and it's so hard. And we made her jealous, which is actually what we were trying to do. So I guess it wasn't pointless after all. Awesome. What is wrong with her? Oh, so many things, Cinders. I can't believe we actually had that conversation. That was definitely unexpected. I think I need some time to think it over. The meal is nearly done anyway. All that's left is to get one of the servants to cook the rest right before it is served. Oh, wait, one of the... Wait, are there servants besides us? Like, beside the stepsisters and me, are there other servants as well? So maybe that's what Carmosa meant when she was yelling at Gloria. So Gloria probably was not covering for us. So I no longer need to worry about being Gloria on Gloria's side. Never mind. Everybody's my enemy again. I've decided. I really need to get out and gather my thoughts. Everyone is busy, so I'm sure no one will notice if I sneak out. The main hallway is empty. No surprise there, really. As I thought, everyone is busy right now. I don't have much time before dinner, but I'm sure I could sneak out and be back in time. All that talk about my mother reminded me that I haven't been to her grave in a long time. It might be dangerous to sneak out during the day, but I don't know if I'll get another chance. I'll just have to move as quickly as I can. Or not. We can just choose not to care. Let's go to the cemetery. If I'm late, who cares? Come at me, Carmosa. I don't even remember how long it's been since I last visited the cemetery. Mother's grave isn't hard to find. It's guarded by a statue of an angel crying gracefully. Father's idea. Looking at how much pain the angel is in, it's clear that Father took Mother's death very badly. I can't bring myself to look away from the statue. I'm sorry, Father. The grave must be in terrible condition by now. I haven't had time to care for it. Wait, the grave is clean. Not just clean, but polished as well. Someone must be caring for it. I don't know who this is. Step away from that grave, my lord. I don't know. Who is this? Who is this? Who's there? Oh, who are you? I have not met you yet. Oh God, I need another female voice. I don't have very many female voices. But what if they're ghosts? Could be. What if she's a ghost? What if this is the fairy godmother character? It could be. It could be. She's got some sort of shamanistic thing going on. Oh God. Oh God. What voice can I do? I have no more voices, dude. I've had it with her. Nope. Hang on, I'm gonna try to. I can't do it. I can't get there. I can't get there. What I'm trying to do in my head. I've got an old lady voice, but you're not an old lady. I've had it with all of you grave robbers. Folk like you have no shame. What are you talking about? I'm not a grave robber. Of course you aren't. And I'm the... Hold on. I know you. You're Carmosa's stepdaughter. I am. Suppose you know Carmosa? No, Carmosa? Of course not, but I know... I sure know you. Well, I guess you have an advantage over me then. I have no idea who you are. You don't know? I live in the town. Folk there call me Madame Guide. Or Guide? I don't know how to say that. Madame Guide? As in the witch that everyone talks about? So you have heard of me. Oh, the stories they tell are an exaggeration, though. Those half-wits label anything they don't understand as dangerous. Even more so, seeing as I'm a woman who's smarter than they are. I suppose it frightens them. There we go. We found a voice. We got there. We found a voice. I don't know what accent I'm doing, but we found a voice. Although it doesn't stop them from running to me anytime they have a problem they can't fix. Personally, I prefer the term wise woman. It's a lot more appropriate, I think. What should I tell her? So you're not a witch? People can be stupid? I'll do that one. That one's more evil. People can be so stupid sometimes. The instant they see something they don't understand, they fear it. It's ridiculous and close-minded. Close-minded. Darn sure it is. That's a very bitter outlook on life, though. I'm sad that someone so young already sees the world that way. Sad? But you said the exact same thing. I'm old and bitter, child. The world has thrown its worst at me, but you are very young. You should be dreaming of doing great things, not going around calling people stupid and close-minded. So I'm supposed to be a naive dreamer just because I'm young? That's ridiculous. If you continue to argue with me, I will turn you into a toad. Wait, I thought you just said you didn't know magic. I only said that the stories about me have been exaggerated, but that hardly matters now. After all, it's got you to stop arguing, didn't it? True, but still. Why are you here anyway? You scared me when you shouted at me. I was just visiting an old friend.
I was on the way back from picking some herbs in the forest by the lake. Oh? I've heard that the forest and the lake are special. My father used to tell me that they're magical. And we're talking about magic again. I can't help it. The atmosphere here is so mysterious. It does feel as if this place is magical. Do you believe in magic?
Oh, I do. What should I tell her? Not really. Maybe a little. I believe in myself. The I believe in myself and the not really are kind of similar, but there's kind of a different vibe. You should have all of her TH words be pronounced with a Z. Z. Should I? I'll try. Do you believe in magic? I'm between maybe a little and I believe in myself. I'm going to say I believe in myself. I think that's the more chaotic evil energy where, like, we're the ones in charge. We make things happen, right? I'm going to say I believe in myself. I prefer to believe in myself.
Oh, but that didn't really answer the question.
Well, it hardly matters whether magic is real or not. Some people think that their life is ruled by fate. In reality, it's just easier for them to blame everything on fairies instead of their own mistakes. Meanwhile, I am literally the same person that left a wreath of flowers behind for some fairies earlier today. You believe in yourself? You should. I prefer to take my fate into my own hands, so it doesn't matter if magic exists. I'll still aim for what I want.
What a rare and refreshing outlook on life, especially for a young girl. Most women in this world, a weird country, seem content to accept whatever is handed to them. Perhaps you would like to visit my shop the next time you are in town. Tomorrow, maybe?
Maybe. Is there any reason you're inviting me?
Do I need a reason? Perhaps it's merely that I like you. Or we could talk about your mother.
Wait, you knew my mother?
Of course I did. Who do you think has been tending to her grave all this time? It surely wasn't you.
So you were friends with my mother.
There. Your questions can wait for tomorrow. I'm tired and I need to return home. Shouldn't you hurry home as well? You'll be in deep trouble if Carmosa discovers you're gone.
How did you know that I snuck out?
Who knows? Maybe I saw it in my crystal ball.
Or maybe it's just that I know Carmosa wouldn't let you wander around the woods on your own. I really want to see you tomorrow, but it won't be easy. Carmosa usually keeps a watchful eye on me.
Well then, you'll have to think of something, won't you? You won't get anything out of life if you don't take a few risks.
I guess so. I'll try to come tomorrow.
Excellent. I'll see you then. Take care of yourself.
That was certainly an unexpected meeting, but what a character. I definitely want to speak with her again. For now, I'd better just concentrate on getting home. Magic or not, the witch was right about one thing. If Carmosa finds out I snuck out, I'll be in deep trouble. Alright, I'll go back to our residence then after all. It's magic, you know. Never believe it's not so. And I'm thinking, actually, let's pick a slot here and do a little save action. I'm thinking that actually might be, we're just 5 minutes from 10 o'clock. So that might be an excellent stopping spot before we get into any more shenanigans. We've met a new character, and this is our first episode. We've met tons of new characters, but I think that might be a fantastic place to stop. So I'm going to put a stop right in there. I hope you guys are enjoying the game. If so, I look forward to playing it again whenever I've got it on my schedule. Let's move into the post show, everybody. That has been so far episode 1 of Cinders, which is like a retelling or a different version of the story of Cinderella. And I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Visual novel, lots of choices. I'm actually very happy so far with the number of choices that they've given me to make. A lot of like choose your own adventure stuff has a lot of text and very few choices, and sometimes they don't matter a lot. This one, I don't know how much the choices matter. Like every single one, they tell you every single one matters, but who knows if that's true. I don't know how much they all matter, and I don't know what they all do, but I'm really happy to see that there are so many. And the writing is very good. I'm enjoying it so far. It seems complex. It seems in depth. It doesn't seem like too like I don't know, too. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but too amateur or something like that. It's very good. I hope it continues to be deep and complex. I don't know how long it's going to take me to beat the game. I think on average, I always look up on when I do new games. There's a website called How Long to Beat. I always look up on average how long it takes to beat a game. I don't want spoilers, but that way I can kind of like plan how many streams I think it'll be. And I think it was something like 3 to 4 hours or something like that. So I planned on at least the 2 streams. So I don't know how long the game is, so we'll play at least one more because I'm enjoying this quite a bit. And then after that, we'll see. We'll go from there. Which song are you guys singing? I don't remember what it's called. Do you believe in magic? Something like that. Sing it! I think it's literally called Magic. It might be. I think so. From the Wizards of Waverly. Oh, no. Wizards of Waverly Place used the song, but it's not from Wizards of Waverly Place. Who sings that? Hang on. Who sings that? Hang on. Yeah, who sings that? Oh, Selena Gomez does sing it. Actually, maybe it is then. Maybe it is. I guess I forgot who sung it. Maybe it is from that. Or maybe did someone else sing it before her? There has to be someone who sung this before her. There has to be someone, right? Oh well. It's called Magic by Pilot. By Pilot. Okay. Yeah, okay, 1974. Yeah, Magic is a 1974 song by Scottish pop rock band Pilot. The first search result was Selena Gomez's version, but there's a Pilot version. There it is. Okay, that makes more sense to me. Perfect. Yeah, about mid-70s, 74. Yeah. I'm just now catching up on your chat. My chat hasn't been refreshing as quickly today for some reason as it should. Hi, Pasquathy. Welcome to the post show. Actually, I'm gonna rename this. We talked about this yesterday, and then I didn't do it. To post game. There we go. Because we figured that's like slightly more accurate than post show. Because the pre-game and post game are still kind of a part of the show, right? But also, I didn't know if that would be any more clear for people or not. If you ever have a need for classic rock trivia, hit me up. You would know better than I do. I do not have a brain for trivia in general, let alone music trivia. The graphics were very detailed, can't keep them out of my mind. And like the art style of the game, I almost don't want to call them graphics because it's not like a lot of moving parts. It's mostly just art in front, like just stills. And then the character models, and then they have like kind of like lip movements for talking or whatever. But the art's very good. The art's very good in Cinders as well. It's very stylized. I like it though. It's got a fantasy sort of vibe to it, but also like an edge to it. I don't know if it's the blacks or how they outline stuff. There's something to it that kind of makes it feel like it's going to be darker than it has been. Like it's not horror or dark or anything like that. But there's something about it. It's kind of like take a bright fantasy, or not fantasy, but fairy tale storybook sort of art style and just darken the color scheme. It's a physically, literally darker color scheme. It's basically a bright, cheery fairy tale color scheme. Dark, desaturated or something. I'm not sure. I'm not big into color theory or whatever. And there's a lot of purples, dark purples and that kind of thing into the general color scheme, like even with the main menu and that kind of thing. So that kind of adds to the color palette, and I like the art so far as well. Someone block in your live? Block? What does that mean? Someone block in my live? I don't know what that means. I forgot. Have you ever played the Fable games? I know you didn't have Xbox growing up, but those games are, of course, choice heavy. I started playing one of them because I ended up getting an Xbox 360 later in life because my parents won it at like a karaoke event or something, and they were like, well, we have this now, so here you go. So I have played on Xbox 360 one of the Fable games. I don't remember if it was Fable 1 or 2, but I didn't get very far in it. I didn't play a lot of it. I don't know why. I enjoyed what I played of it. I played a bit of the beginning. I did not get very far. I played a bit of the beginning. I put like a couple hours into the game and then never came back to it. So I have not played a lot of Fable. I don't remember which one it was. I do own, I think I own 2 of the Fables now. I don't think I own all 3. There's only 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I don't remember which ones I own. I'll have to go look. Fable is one that I think I would really enjoy, and I've seen it, and I remember when I was young, when those games came out, I was like, oh, that game would be awesome, and then I didn't ever get the chance to play it. And now that I have it, I still haven't played it. So I do need to play those. I like the game and our rebel character, right? I do too so far. Yeah, there's 3, I thought so. Yeah, it's like the fantasy atmosphere is dampened, is what I think you meant to say. Yeah, with the darker colors. Because again, it's not trying to be. It's like how did they describe it? Like a more. I've said it several times. It's like a more mature. Yeah, because they literally describe the game a mature take on Cinderella. So again, you can be the judge of whether or not you consider it to be mature or not. But I think it is definitely more mature than the original kids' fairy tale, right? I mean, it had a few swearsy words in there that I censored for the chat, but but besides, swearing or whatever, I think it's dealing with slightly heavier themes in the actual dialogue. It's a little less simplistic, and you can kind of tell that the writing is well done, so take from that what you will. So many games, so little time. Dude, I know. Don't get me started on how long my backlog is. At some point, your backlog gets so long that can you really call it a backlog anymore? Now it's just a collection. My collection of games on Steam is so long, and the collection of games that I want to play, even like on old systems that I grew up with, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, whatever. The games that I would like to play from back then that God knows I don't remember the names of anymore is so long as well. I'm one of those people like, if money were no object and time were no object, I didn't have to work, right? Money was no object. If I was just some loaded rich kid or something like that, I would just own pretty much the retro PlayStation games, and I would just buy like all these old games that I never had a chance to play before, and just spent all day playing friggin' old console games and new games as well. But like even now, sometimes I look at some of the old stuff and I'm like, man, it'd be fun to play this or that game, and I'm like, oh, that came out on the PlayStation 2 or something like that. What time is it there? It's just after 10. It's 10:02 p.m. So I gotta wrap this up. Unfortunately, I have a little bit of editing I have to do after this stream. I would have liked to stream a little late tonight, but I can't do it. I have some stuff I gotta do, and then I gotta go to bed. It sounds like a dream, right? If money and work and nothing was an object, just playing games forever. There's a lot of newer games too, though, that I want to play. Like the Cinders game that we're playing came out literally in 2012, and I've been sitting, I don't know how long it's been in my library. I've had it for a while. It's been sitting in my library, and that's since 2012. Sorry, I'm just closing the game down. You can probably hear it. Oh. For making the first choice shaping Cinders' path, you are awarded the Red Rose. Thank you. I got a badge. We'll check that out next time, or not. I don't know. There we go. I was trying to quit the game. It was like, here's a Red Rose. I'm like, all right. And maybe sometime you could do a retro theme night. I would like to, but I have so much stuff I gotta get through first. What I really want to do on the channel in general is I need to get through my Inca Games and Caramel Games series. And once I do that, that's gonna free up some more time for me to get to some other stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna have a retro night or not, but that will definitely open up. This is the thing with my streaming right now. If I'm streaming 5 nights a week, because that's what I've got right now, I'm not trying to stream every night. If I stream 5 nights a week, and one of them is Inca Games, one of them is my Friday night with the guys, one of them is like Roblox or Caramel Games. That's my 3 nights. That only leaves me 2 nights for like trying different stuff. And if one of them is always like a series I have running, like I have Subnautica running, I've got Cinders now, I have less time to experiment on streams, unfortunately. So it's like, if I could free up another night or 2, but I'm working with that. I'm constantly working. Scheduling, time, having enough time to do everything is always a problem. It would also be awesome if I could like stream for longer. If I could do like 3, 4, 5 hours long streams, because then each stream I could get more done, and then I wouldn't have to stream like multiple nights, or like say one game that would take me 5 streams now, I could maybe get done in 2 or 3 streams, right? Time. We're always fighting it. We're always fighting time. Always. That never stops. That never stops. A retro night would be fun though. It would be fun to do a retro night. I used to do stream. I used to stream retro games actually back before my computer, before I got this gaming computer. Streaming the retro stuff was easier to process and stream, and it was at a lower resolution because like a PlayStation game isn't in 1080p. So because it was a lot less data to stream or whatever, my computer could handle it back when I was using my laptop. So we used to do some streams of retro stuff, and I enjoyed those quite a bit, except for the handful of games that were frustrating. God, I do not want to ever think about the Tarzan. I don't know. I was in a bad place mentally, I think, too. Playing the Tarzan game, I still think about that. When I streamed Tarzan, I was having a rough time. That game was frustrating me so bad. But yeah, the other retro games, I think I remember having fun with. We played that Harry Potter. That one was fun. The Sorcerer's Stone. I wanted to play the other Harry Potter games too eventually. That was going to be on my list of things to do, and never did. We played the Sorcerer's Stone and that's it. Or the Philosopher's Stone for those of you across the pond. Time, it's the new currency. If only we could exchange it. How much time you spend on editing? It depends on what I'm editing. Because different projects require more editing than others, and then depending on how long the final video is expected to be versus also how much footage I have. So it depends. It really depends. Sometimes if I'm really lucky, if I've got a half-hour segment of video footage to edit, then it might take anywhere between that half hour, if I'm speed editing, if I have a half hour of footage to edit, it might take me half an hour to edit. That's if I'm speed editing, because I'm skipping around a lot and cutting corners and that kind of thing. If I'm taking my time, like I would like to, if I'm editing it the way I want to edit it, then a half-hour segment of footage would take me roughly an hour to edit. Usually that's about it. If I actually take the time I want to take, usually I take about twice as long as the length of the footage that I have to edit. Roughly. Some of that changes, especially with the West and Hasty vlog episodes that I do on that channel. Those videos tend to be a couple of minutes, 3 to 5 minutes long. Those usually take me significantly longer to edit relative to how long the footage is. So if I have 5 minutes of footage, it might still take me between half an hour and an hour to edit it, because there are more cuts and changes I'm making. And extra stuff, extra moving parts. It doesn't seem like it should be that intensive, but I try to put more work into it because it's so short. I'm not saying I'm great at it. I'm not a great editor or whatever. You're probably not going to look at it and be like, "You took that long to edit this?" Look, listen. And then there's other things where, the podcast is easier to edit, where it's I have to do a little bit of edit. The podcast that I do, if it's an hour-long podcast, I really only screw around with the beginning of it and the very end of it. I can edit the podcast in 10-15 minutes if I really wanted to. I can spend a little longer if I'm doing something fancy, but the trick with that one sometimes is the stuff that comes after editing, getting everything uploaded everywhere, dealing with all the data, all the descriptions, tags, thumbnails, all that stuff, the distribution. So there is the editing, and then there's all the stuff after editing as well to consider. So this stuff takes time. It takes time. Knowledge and time. Knowledge. Use your knowledge. That's why I complain so much about not having time. Because when you think about it, when I work all day, and then I stream at night or whatever, 5 nights a week, I don't have a lot of time to get a lot done most nights, and then my days off that I have, usually I'm just exhausted. I don't get a lot done on my days off because I'm recovering from the work week. The data stuff is my least favorite part. I hate the data stuff. Once the video's edited and done, I wish I didn't have to do anything else. I wish I could just be just send it to the world. But now you have to do all the data and all the titles and the thumbnails. Because if you don't title it well, you don't thumbnail it well, no one will see it, no one will care. And I'm not very good at titles and thumbnails. They are functional, but in terms of SEO, which it's all the like the business end of the creation. Like you want to be a creator, right? You want to create these things, like the art of what you do, right? But then you have to do all the business things, all the SEO. You have to be like, okay, what's searchable? All right, how are people gonna find this? You have to consider that. If you're doing your job well, if you're actually being serious about it, it's like, okay, I gotta go deal with all the meta. You're sleepy, Heaven? I'm good. I hope I can just knock you straight to sleep. While I'm talking about editing videos and stuff. It's a process. I did a stream once. I think it was a members stream. I think I did a members only stream forever ago when I was playing around with that concept. I haven't done that in a long time. But just to test it out, I was doing that, and I did a stream where I edited a video live, and that took a while. I don't remember what I edited, though. That's something I could do again in the future. The only downside is streaming while editing slows me down on editing, because then I'm like doing multiple things at once. Knock you straight to sleep sounds a little violent. Ow. I meant to do that sound. I just punched the fat of my hand with the knuckles of my fist. I meant to, there we go. Knock, straight to sleep. Oh, I would love to watch that. It would probably be painful to watch now that I'm using Adobe Premiere as my editing software. So like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's functional. What I do is functional, but you get that sinking suspicion where it's like, I bet there's better ways to do this. You used to have a channel, you never edited your videos. That's one of those things, like, you have to learn to love editing, and a lot of the time, I don't. A lot of the time, I hate editing, but I think it's mostly because, like, when you do Let's Plays, so for other people that make other content, this could be very different. When you make Let's Plays, and you're editing a video, part of you just wants to be playing the game that you're editing, right? You're like watching, you're editing a game, so while you're editing, you're watching yourself play a game, and you're like, man, I'd rather just be playing the game than editing this. So a lot of the time, I don't like editing. Editing's fine, but no matter what you do, whether it's Let's Plays or something else, if you can kind of learn to love editing, it can be a lot more rewarding, and you're gonna see improvement, right? Your video's gonna be miles better than where they were if you take the time to actually edit them. Cut down parts that don't matter to the story that you're trying to tell in your video, which is another thing too. Let's Plays are a little less like this because the gameplay is so heavy, but if you're doing like vlogs or educational content or whatever, music, whatever you're doing, if you cut out the content that's not telling the story you want to tell with your video, you can make a more streamlined video, which is more, which is snappier. People will watch it for longer if you're constantly delivering either entertainment or information or something to the viewer. That's why, like with streaming, one of the compliments that I get that I appreciate the most when they do come by, is that like I'm constantly talking. I don't shut up. Sometimes I stop to take a breath or whatever, but I don't shut up. I never stop talking. There are a lot of streamers out there. I would say this is the thing. People usually tell me, it's like, oh wow, you have so much energy. I don't. I am so exhausted, but I don't shut up. So I look like and I sound like I have a lot of energy, which can be very entertaining and engaging, and people like to interact with that. And it's because I learned that you don't shut up. Other streamers I watch are so quiet. They're so chill. They're like, they don't have a green screen. They'll just be sitting back here, miles away from their microphone. They'll have a controller. Huh. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, shoot, dude. Oh, man. That kind of thing, right? And for me, if you're gonna be streaming, it's not very engaging. But let's say you're making a video. Cut out all the parts where you're doing nothing. Sorry, my microphone. Cut out all the parts where you're doing nothing. And then have all the parts where you're doing something. The parts that people actually want to see in the video. If you're streaming, it's a different atmosphere. You have to figure out like what kind of vibe you want to go with streaming, whether you're going to be like a chill stream, which is a thing that people do. I don't get it. I don't watch chill streams. They bore me. But if you're trying to do a chill stream or if you're doing a skill-based stream, whatever you're trying to do, sorry, I'm just going on a tangent. I could talk about the philosophy behind every possible minute decision in streaming and video making for days. I can talk about Let's Plays for days. So maybe I'm going on a bit of a tangent here, but like, oh my god, I can relate, right? So editing is a pain in the behind. It can be a pain, but it's rewarding if you can learn to love it. And you can tell a better story. It is a learn to love thing. One thing that helps me is always being able to see the finished product and knowing that I finished something. Yeah, delayed gratification. Yeah, because I mean, that's just it. Like, if you just record and do no editing and just flop it up on the internet, what you find out is that, oh, while I enjoyed recording, like me, if I'm playing a game and doing a Let's Play, I'm trying to make a Let's Play video. While I'm playing the game, talking, being entertained, blah, 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 I can enjoy that in the moment. But if I just post that straight to the internet and try to watch it back myself, I'm not interested in watching myself play a game. I need to edit that. Now, I don't do a lot of heavy edits because I try to be, because there's different ways to get around this. I don't do a lot of edits. Depending on the game and depending on how much time I have to edit, depending on the game, I will step back and not edit so much if during the recording I was able to talk a lot or be engaging, or if what's going on screen I don't want to take focus away from. What you'll see a lot of times is like in games that are a bit more slower pace, like the Inca games stuff, if I'm stuck in a room or whatever, you get a lot of zoom ups on my face. Sometimes you see that. Usually what happens is that you see gameplay and then I'll stop, like zoom up on my face, I'll say something to the camera or something to you guys. Like, sometimes I'm talking to the game a lot. Sometimes I'll say something to you. It's like, oof, you know, something's going on screen and I'll look at the camera and be like, here's a joke, ba-da-da-da, and then it'll be funny or whatever. Cut. When it zooms back out to the game, in that space, I've actually cut out like 5 minutes of me doing nothing, right? Like, I will use zoom ups and edits and scene changes or whatever to hide all the stuff that I've cut out. So like if you see like a 20-minute video on the channel, chances are it came from a half hour or 40-minute actual recording, right? What did I just put? Like the Roe v. Saw game, if you saw that. That's a game I edited fairly recently. The Roe v. Saw game episode that I released is a 58-minute episode that came from 2 hours of recorded footage. I cut half of the content out, right? If I didn't do that, it would have just been stream footage, and it wouldn't have been entertaining as a video, because, you know, I'm talking to chat, maybe I took a break, maybe whatever. But I cut it down to the 58-minute video so that by itself, it can be entertaining without having been a part of the stream. I hope that made sense. I hope I'm being remotely helpful here. I'm going on, I've had a lot of coffee, it's late. I like that you just keep talking and that you aren't just being serious. You're also very funny, which makes it interesting. I'm glad you think I'm funny. I'm not, but I'm glad you think you are. I'm doing a very good job of tricking people. There's a lot of people, I say I'm not funny. Look, I know I can be funny. I think I'm hilarious, but I'm also full of myself. I'm a narcissist. That helps. Anyway, there's a lot of people out there that don't think they're funny. They're like, I'm not entertaining. I'm not funny. I'm never going to make it making videos or entertainment, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So learning delivery is very important, which is why a lot of streamers that are struggling when they're new and small, I always recommend, not that a lot of people ask me, but when they do, I always recommend make videos. You don't have to stop streaming, but take your stream footage, learn to edit, listen to yourself and watch yourself stream. You will learn so much about the way you talk, your mannerisms, the way you hold yourself. Are you slouching? Are you standing? Are you clear? Do you enunciate? Or do you slur your words a lot and you kind of mumble a little bit a lot of the time? Are you too far away from your microphone? Are you too close to your microphone? You will learn so much if you actually edit your videos. And slowly, because these changes don't happen quickly, slowly you start to develop the actual like persona that you want to put on when you're in front of the camera. The way I behave on camera, anybody that knows, Alex knows this, anyone that knows me outside of YouTube, I do not behave and move and talk this way outside of YouTube. Maybe a little bit, because again, I'm not being a completely fake person on YouTube. So parts of this do exist outside of YouTube, parts of it. But this isn't my complete normal like resting state. This is my camera persona that I've learned is the image that I want to project based on years of editing my own video and listening to myself talk, not liking the way I talked in the past, and not liking the way I looked in the past, especially talking. I stopped swearing because I was tired of editing videos where I said the F-bomb every 15 seconds. You know, because I was a young, naive streamer, and I thought that, well, not streamer, video maker, there was no streaming back then. I was a young, naive video maker, and I thought swearing a lot would make me edgier and more popular and funnier. It doesn't. It doesn't do that thing, and it just made me look bad, and I was tired of editing it. That's why I stopped. I stopped way before the adpocalypse happened, and then everyone had to be squeaky clean all of a sudden. I also learned that I didn't enunciate words very well. I still don't. Sometimes I still get excited and speak too quickly or mumble. It still happens sometimes. I had a speech impediment as a child. Still fighting that. But sometimes I'm not clear. But that's what I've learned, is how do I clear my speech? How do I keep speaking so that things aren't awkwardly quiet? You learn so much about yourself, you know? So if you're someone that wants to stream or make videos, if you want to stream, make videos regardless. Learn to edit, and don't expect your earliest stuff to be any good. Your earliest stuff will suck. Even if you think it's great at the time, you'll come back to it years down the road and look back and be like, that's terrible. All my early stuff is terrible. It's awful. It's so bad. Oh man, I'm just going off on tangents. I literally can talk about this just all day. There's a lot of work that goes into cutting things out and trimming the fat. Surprisingly, like a surprising amount of just trimming. Just trimming can be a lot of time. Yeah, I second this as a content creator myself. It takes time. It's a natural progression. It really does. You don't just suddenly turn into the best version of yourself overnight. It's a constant progress. And I'm definitely not the best version of myself now. I know there's things I need to work on. I know there are. It's going to take time, and I will continue, hopefully, to improve as the years progress. Even now, because I've been editing some stream footage from like late last year that I've been turning into episodes. And even now, from just a few months ago, I can radically see a difference in some of my energy and some of my delivery, just from a few months ago. So this is a thing that constantly evolves. And part of it too is that several months ago I was slow, like, you guys might not have noticed because I hide it very well. I was slowly writing my way into a mental breakdown. I was a little stressed out. Like I was editing something that I did in September, and I was like, the delivery, the energy level, everything about that stream. I was watching it back, and I'm like, there's something off. I don't know if people know it. I know, and I'm like, there's something off here. It's because I was like slowly writing myself into a mental breakdown late last year. But not all of it's that bad. But so even a few months ago, I can compare and contrast and be like, now I feel like my streams like this year so far have been happier. I think have been a little bit more positive energy. I hope that comes through, but it's just tiny details. It's in the minutia. It's in the minutia. And you'll see that yourself too if you constantly go back and look at your old work, which I do recommend. If you do make videos, go back and look at your old work, compare it to your new work, and you'll see how you've evolved over time, even if it's just from a few months ago. And then once you've done it for years, you can literally just watch the evolution over years, and it's wild. Anyway, I'm talking about myself a lot. I'm just ranting. I'm just going off. Oh my god, it's almost 10:30. I need to end the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Cinders. I'll play it again eventually. If you enjoyed this stream, please do all the things. Thank you for hitting that like button. I have got to get out of here. Wash your hands. Stay safe, everybody. And thank you all so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.